In those days, my oldest boy, Henry, and I worked in the shop every day, just enough goods to keep going. But we had big plans for the future, and we knew we had a lot to learn. One of the things we learned was the relation between our business and the President's cabinet.
How do we go about setting up a South American market? Can we get any help from the government?
We have to write a letter
I did write a letter, but you wouldn't let me mail it.
Of course not. Look at the address. The United States government. Huh?
Well, what's so wrong about that?
Yes, what's wrong?
Well, the big. There are lots of different offices. We've got to send our letter to the right one.
We'll go on with our work, but you explain it to Mary, so we'll all understand.
All right, Dad. Come over here, Mary. Look, this book will help. It's the government manual. Oh, here. The three branches of our federal government are legislative, judicial, and executive.
We should all study this chart.
Victor, sand these down.
Henry, you went to school. You tell some of the executive departments.
Let's see, there's Department of Agriculture, State, Treasury, Post Office, quite a few. And the heads of the departments make up the President's cabinet.
The President's cabinet? I don't see that on the chart. We are like the President and his cabinet, eh?
Now, political influence in hiring at the Department of Justice. We begin with some background. The Justice Department report makes clear aides to former Attorney General Alberto Gonzales broke the law by using political criteria in hiring decisions. The 140-page independent report stems from the investigation into the firing of 8 U.S. attorneys in 2006. Today's report focuses on the hiring of career prosecutors and immigration judges and points to the actions of 2 aides in particular, Kyle Sampson, the former chief of staff to Gonzales, and Monica Goodling. She was a chief liaison between the Justice Department and the White House. Goodling was questioned about her role in hiring career attorneys at a House Judiciary Committee meeting last year.
Were there any laws that you could have broken by taking political considerations into account, quote, on some occasions?
The best I can say is that I know I took political considerations into account on some occasions.
Was that legal?
Sir, I'm not able to answer that question. I know I crossed the line.
What line? Legal?
I crossed the line of the civil service rules.
Today's report expands on Goodling's admission, saying she improperly subjected candidates for certain career positions to the same politically based evaluation she used on candidates for political positions, in violation of federal law and department policy. The report also found Goodling and Sampson screened candidates by researching their political contributions and voter registration records.
And here are the principles that I draw from. Number one, competence. All right? No more folks who are in charge of, no more Arabian horse judges in charge of FEMA. Number two is integrity. People who are in public service for the purpose of public service and not because they want to get rich. So the third thing, which I think in some ways is the biggest missing ingredient out of this White House, is independence. And what I mean by that, I voted against Alberto Gonzales. At the time, some people asked me, well, why is that? And I said, you know, it seems that he thinks he's the president's lawyer. But that's not the job of Attorney General. The job of the Attorney General is to be the people's lawyer.